It's been a few months since we've had any updates or feature enhancements on the latest Garmin EDGE cycling computers, but this week Garmin have released a new beta firmware with a few welcome feature enhancements and bug fixes. In summary, and what I'll be covering here in this video are the updates to ClimbPro, the map screen, which can now display up to 4 data fields. There's a number of other bug fixes and miscellaneous updates. And as a bonus in this video, I'll show you how to add the new music/audio control page. In the past, this was a widget. It now can be added as a page, which is very, very useful. The updates you'll see today in this video are for the EDGE X40 series, so the 540, 840 and 1040, including the solar models. But I'd love to see some of these features trickle down or back to the X30 series, 530, 830, 1030, 1030 Plus, as these are features that people have requested for quite some time now. And as a reminder, these are beta features which are likely to be seen in the next public release. If you want early access to this, Garmin does have a beta program which I'll link to in the video description below. Okay, straight to the details. Let's pull up what's new in this list. Starting off with ClimbPro, and there's no more disco at the top of climbs. Let's have a look at what that's all about. Okay, out riding with Mrs. Lama yesterday, and this is the first climb that ClimbPro detected. I think Von heard the beeps and away she went, putting me to the sword very, very early on in this climb. And here I am having to try and claw back at over 400 watts. She's absolutely flying. But the ClimbPro update is what we're here for. And it's all about the finish of the climb. I did manage to claw back some distance there. And here we go. Finish of the climb is one single beep now. So gone is that very, very annoying disco sound, replaced with just a one single beep. A welcome update to ClimbPro. Continuing on through the changelog of 18.15 beta, they've persisted the ClimbPro map zoom levels when auto zoom is off. Personally, auto zoom on the maps is something that I turn off. I want full control of what's on screen and not it doing this, if you know what I mean. Fixed navigation to climb when user rides off climb. Never recommended that you ride off a climb if you're on a climb. Improved climb and segment interaction. Fixed regression in battery life estimate in the battery saver menu. Okay, let's put that to the test. That's always been troublesome on these new units. So we'll pull down to the top, go to the battery save menu. Estimated 8 hours left with 95% battery. Did I mention this was a beta firmware? Maybe some work to do on that one. A number of other updates from here on down possibly relate just to the 540 with its button interface and no touchscreen on that. So fixed course save action, fixed zoom buttons overlapping plot on map page, added button support to solar graph page access, allowing the user to switch between a full activity view and the past 100 seconds by pressing and holding the enter key. For the units with touchscreens, the 840 and 1040 series, you can toggle between those two options using that little button there on screen. Again, quickly skimming down the next few. Fixed viewing details for long notifications with buttons. Again, buttons, probably 540 related. Fixed a crash when searching for location in Japanese. Fixed a positioning bug in poor weather conditions. Now, some of these updates are a little bit vague. Not quite sure what that means or how to even test that. Fixed a ghost course issue where a deleted course could be activated instead of a newly added course. Now, thinking back, I believe it was the 1030 Plus that added route caching when loading certain routes, possibly related to a ghost course being cached or not loading correctly. Anyhow, that's been addressed. There is a long and very passionate thread over in the beta forum regarding certain issues with routing. Hopefully this will address that or go some way to addressing that. Added navigation shortcut in Map Banner. Another one that I searched and searched and searched to show you guys what it was all about. Couldn't actually find the map banner and where that navigation shortcut is. Made auto pause overlay less persistent. Next up on the changelog here is fixed straight line navigation, which is a little vague as I've never had any problems getting lost riding in a straight line, but okay. Added additional map data screen layouts, allowing for up to 4 data screens when the elevation profile is hidden. Now this is a very, very cool one. It's something people have been asking for a long time. Let's dig into the details. This is configured on a per profile basis, so clicking on activity profiles here, my gravel activity profile, data screens, map, and I currently have elevation profiles showing, which means it is quite limited for how many data fields I can have. I can only have up to 2 additional data fields, which, well, I want more information. So we'll turn the elevation profile off. We'll go back into the layout, which allows us 1, 2, 3 or 4 custom data fields on that page. Now my preference is 3, and I'll run you quickly through my configuration, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So down below there, I've added the Connect IQ data field called Map Dashboard, MS, Multisport. We'll leave those for defaults for now. I've done a whole video on that Connect IQ app. Over on the left there, another Connect IQ data field. Again, another favorite of mine, wind field. I have done a video on that one too. And the third data field, we put in the car information of cars passing with the My Bike Traffic. All right, what does that look like out on the road when configured? Right here, and it is absolutely brilliant. We have all the information that I need on screen there down the bottom from all my sensors. We have some wind information with the arrow pointing relative to the direction that I'm traveling in. So as we turn the corner here, you'll see the wind direction remain the same, but the arrow changes based on my orientation. And I've also got some car information there, and as I've turned off, that car has disappeared, and away we go. I'm a big fan of this configuration, and also a big fan of ClimbPro, which has just popped up on screen there as we head up the hill. Continuing on through the changelog here, fixed starting a future daily suggested workout, enabled alphanumeric postal code when using the search feature, fixed PCO icons on the wrong side for the right pedal. PCO, what's that all about? Let's have a quick look. Okay, out on the gravel bike with a set of power pedals that does support PCO, the platform center offset. Now the Garmin definition here states that the PCO measurement is calculated by identifying how force is distributed across the pedal platform during the pedal stroke. That means you can view and evaluate where force is applied relative to the center of the pedal platform and what the PCO distribution is throughout a given period of time. They state, analysing this data can help you determine proper bike fit and cleat position. It may also be helpful in preventing injury and rehabilitation. You can see there on the left, I'm a little bit wonky, but what is wonky? Where I'm recording the PCO there on the left may be optimal for me. We don't quite know yet. PCO is measured in millimetres. The positive values indicate increased force towards the outside of the pedal and negative towards the inside, which is pretty easy to see there with the icons on screen, which I believe in this firmware have been corrected. Now the red line indicates current 10-second average, and the blue line represents the average for the previous 30 seconds. And the last line item in the changelog of 18.15 beta is they've fixed other minor issues and improved device stability. That's always welcome, but always something that will be put to the test by the beta group. Okay, now as a bonus round in this video today, something I've covered in the past, and that is audio or music control. Previously, it was a widget that was first introduced on the EDGE Explore 2. It has come over to the X40 series and is now not only a widget, it's now a data page, or a page you can add to swipe sideways to. Okay, pulling up the 1040 on screen here, I'll take you through adding this music control page, and I'll add it to my gravel profile here. So we have the 1040 on screen. We go to Home, Activity Profiles, Gravel, Data Screens, Add New, and Music Controls down there on the bottom. It's added that. We can reorder it if we like by pulling those up and down. I'll do that slowly. There we go. And if we want to configure those music controls, we only have an option there for 2 data fields plus the music control. That's not configurable, but we can configure those pages down here. So if I want popular, let's just say speed here, and distance, or we want to change that to say 3-second average power, that can also be done on that screen. But when your phone is connected and you have a podcast playing or some audio, it will be there on screen. Let me just pull up some audio here on the phone, which may be or may not be connected. We hit play. And there we go, ABC News Radio. I can get updated while out on the bike. I found the widget very handy in the past. I'm going to find this data screen even handier. It's easier to get to by side scrolling, and it'll tell me where I'm at in the podcast or audio book that I'm listening to. It's also worth noting that music control page, not just the widget, is also available on the EDGE Explore 2. Alrighty, and with that, we'll leave it there for today. That's been a quick summary of 18.15 beta for the EDGE X40 series, plus a little bonus round there showing you how to add the new music control page to the newer units too. If you found this informative, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already to be across new videos on this channel, and we shall see you soon.